Hi, I'm Katrina Hawley and I'm a Polestar practitioner. Today we want to go over how to sequence a few exercises to increase the range of motion. We want to start in a closed chain position, so I'm going to have my friend Tahira here, also a Polestar practitioner, to find a quadruped position. Now in this position, her hands are staying fixed. They aren't moving, so the distal part of her body is on a fixed surface. And we're going to move her body around that fixed surface. We'll go back and we'll shift her weight forward. This closed chain position gives the shoulder a lot of proprioception and information about where to be and where it needs to be within the shoulder socket. You can do this in many ranges of motion. Tahira, go ahead and find the Z-sit. You're right here. You'll take your hand forward a little bit. And now in this transverse, this is the coronal range of motion. You're going to go down and come on up and down. So she's still moving the shoulder and moving her body around the fixed part right here. Good. Now the next step, once she knows where her shoulder is to transfer the closed chain to what we call a pseudo-closed chain, in that she is still working with the surface, in this case the tower bar, to give herself a lot of information, but the tower bar is on a fixed arc as opposed to completely still. So if you could straddle the table and get close enough, and you're going to grab onto this bar here, and now I want to look at her shoulders and really ground here, and then you're going to bend your elbow and then press forward and then bend your elbows. As you can see here, we're still looking for the same shoulder stability, except that she's on an arc that is fixed in movement, so she's getting some proprioceptive feedback, but not as much as she'd get with a closed chain. And then go ahead and face sideways for me. You can change this also to a different plane of motion, sliding the shoulder down. With this one, you might want to do a few shrugs just to really get that shoulder in, and then bend and out, bend and in, moving the shoulder with some feedback through a full range of motion. And then the final step in this sequence, you can go ahead and let go, is to take everything away and then just see how the shoulder moves. Does it extend? Is it doing better than it was before? And open out. So moving from a closed chain where the distal part of the body is fixed through the pseudo-closed chain where you're moving with a fixed arc into finally the open chain can really help increase the stability in a shoulder as it moves through all ranges of motion.